Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Great Tutor, and what I do is solve technical drawing problems and also provide very important information that you can make use of for you to have better performance in technical drawing. So right now we have objective questions for 2023 November GCE. Is it November? But it has been done. So these are the objective questions. So I'm going to provide answers to question 1 to 30, which are general questions, and question 31 to 40 on building drawing. So let's start without wasting much of our time. Question 1, as you can see here, let me make it bold so that we can see it. So question 1 says that the type of three-dimensional drawing with vertical axis, horizontal axis, and an axis 45 degrees to the horizontal axis is, looking at the options given here, we have cabinet drawing as option A, or isometric drawing as option B, isometric drawing as option C, and Kabbalah drawing as option D. Well, looking at what we have here, expecting oblique drawing to be among the options given, because cabinet drawing and Kabbalah drawing are types of oblique drawing. So since we do not have oblique drawing among the options, so I will take Kabbalah drawing or I take cabinet drawing. So I don't know why I didn't put oblique drawing there. So I will take Kabbalah drawing as my answer. Then question 2 says that which of the following quadrilaterals has equal interior angles? So rhombus is the answer to that question. Supposing a square is there, I would have taken a square, but I'm taking a rhombus as the answer to the question. So the question 3 says that 200 centimeters ratio 4 meter is the same as 1:2. That is 200 centimeters over 4 meters, and that's going to give us 200 centimeters over 400 centimeters, and that will give us 1:2. So the answer to that question is option B. So question 4 says that the most suitable grade of pencil for drawing construction lines is 2H. That is option A. Then we move to question 5, but we have to use this diagram to answer question 5 and 6, as we are told there that figure 1 shows a method of constructing an ellipse used to answer questions 5 and 6. So question 5 says that the construction method is option D is the answer. That is Trammell method. Trammell method. And question 6 says that the distance MT represents half major axis. That is option C is the answer to question 6. Then question 7 says that a quadrilateral is a part of a circle bounded by, so if you look at a quadrilateral, is a part of a circle that is bounded by 2 radii which are at a right angle to each other and an arc. So option C is the answer to that question 7. Then we move to question 8, which says that the principle of Archimedean spiral is applied in the construction of gear teeth. That is option A is the answer to that question. So we apply the principle of Archimedean spiral to construct the gear teeth. Then question 9 and 10 are to be answered with the use of this particular figure 2, as we are told here that figure 2 shows a line diagram. We have to use it to answer question 9 and 10. So let's look at question 9, as we have that the pair of triangles with equal areas is, that is option A is the answer to that question. So we have PTS and QTS. So PTS, so that is PTS and QTS. So they are triangles that are between 2 parallel lines, and they are in between Okay, in between two parallel lines, and we also have the height QR to be their height. So the okay, and as I said, they are in between two parallel lines and they have equal base. The base is ST. So PTS and QTS are the answer to that to that question, or the triangles that have equal area, and question option A is the answer to that question. Then question 10 says that the quadrilateral RTPQ is quadrilateral RTPQ is a trapezium. Is a trapezium. So option B is the answer to that question. So we move to question 11, which says that the perpendicular height of a cone is called axis, not a vertex, and not an altitude. So it is called axis. So option B is the answer to that question 11. Then question 12, we have which of the following views represent the section on plane XS of the block in figure 3. So looking at this, looking at what we have here, so the answer to this question is option B is the answer to this question. If you have been taught sectional view, so you will agree with me that option B is the answer to this question 12. Then we move to question 13. Says that the sum of all exterior angles of a regular octagon is 360 degree. So that is option D is the answer to the question, as we know that the sum of exterior angles of any regular polygon is 360 degree. Then question 14 says that which of the following angles is an acute angle? So the acute angle among these options is option A, which is 40 degree. As we know that an acute angle is an angle that is less than 90 degree but is greater than 0 degree, or it is greater than 0 degree less than 90 degrees. So option A is an acute angle and is less than 90 degrees. Then we have to use this sketch to answer question 15 and 16, as the question, as we are told here that the sketch in figure 4 shows the construction of a conic section, and we have to use to answer question 15 and 16. So question 15 says that line MT is called directrix. That is option C is the answer to question 15. Then question 16, when the value of FG stroke or over GN is 0.6, the conic section shall be ellipse. The conic section shall be ellipse. That is option D. So this is talking about the eccentricity of an ellipse. Eccentricity of an ellipse is less than 1, and 0.6 is same as 6 over 10, which will give us 3 over 5. And 3 over 5 is less than 1. So the eccentricity of an ellipse is less than 1. And the answer, as I said, is option D. Eccentricity of a parabola is 1, and that of hyperbola is greater than 1. So the answer to this question, as I said, is option D. Then question 17 says that how many rectangles had the development of a cuboid? How many rectangles has the development of a cuboid? The answer is option D, that is 6. So 6 rectangles, as we know that a cuboid has 6 faces and each of them is a rectangle. Then question 18. So question 18 will have that which of the following plane figures is a rhomboid? Which of the following plane figures is a rhomboid? So option A is the answer to that question. So question 19 says that the name of the solid shown in figure 5 is hexahedron. It is hexahedron. So it has 6 faces. So hexahedron is the answer to that question. Tetrahedron 4 faces, octahedron 8 faces, and dodecahedron that is 12 faces. So the answer to this question is option B, which is hexahedron. Then question 20 says that the symbol shown in figure 6 represents first angle orthographic projection. Then we move to question 21. So this question 21 is somehow funny. I think the question is not well constructed. It says that something is submitted. I've gone through the options given and I found that there's an error in the question. But if you think there's no error in the question, you can let me know. I would also like to know to learn from you. Okay, so the question says that which of the following statement is true of third angle orthographic projection? Option A says that a view taken from the left is drawn to the left of the front view, and option B, a view taken from the right is drawn to the right of the front view, and option C that a view taken from the left is drawn to the right of the front view, and last one says that the end elevation is drawn above the front elevation. Okay, so looking at the options that we have here, if you taking from the left is drawn to the right of the front view. So I've taken this as the answer. That's option C. I've taken it as answer. Okay, so then we move to question 22. So it says that an original length of 4 millimeters is represented by 2 centimeters on a scale drawing. Use the given information to answer questions 22 to 24. So question 22 says that the scale used for the drawing is, as we have here. So the scale used for the drawing is, so looking at what we have here, the scale used for the drawing, so that is original length is 4 millimeters, and the so it's represented by 2 centimeters. So that means we have 2 centimeters, so over 4 millimeters. So as you know that the scale is so length on drawing over actual length. So the actual length is 4 millimeters and the length used is 2 centimeters. So that means we have 20 millimeters over 4 millimeters, which will give us 5:1. So the answer is option A. So question 23 says that if the length of a portion measured on the drawing is 3 centimeters, the original length of the portion is option B is the answer, that is 6 millimeters. So question 24, if the original area of a portion is 8 millimeters square, what will be the area of the portion on the sketch? So the answer to that is option B, 4 millimeters square. Then we move to question 25, and as we have here that figure 7 shows a type of scale used to answer question 25 and 26. So the question 5 says that the type of scale shown is called a plane scale. So that is option B. Then to what maximum decimal places can the scale be read? It is to 2 decimal places. That is option C is the answer to that question. Then we move to question 27. The isosceles triangle MNT is in figure 8 was constructed using a given perimeter and the vertex angle, that is, using the given perimeter and the vertex height, which are expected to be a vertical height, not vertex height. So vertical height, but they put vertex height here, it's okay. So the answer is option B to that question. Then question 28. The purpose of the construction in figure 9 is to obtain a pentagon. So to obtain a pentagon, this is the general method for the construction of polygons. And this line here from here to here is divided into 5 equal parts. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have to construct a pentagon with this. So option A is the answer to the question. Then question 29 says that which of the following solids requires true length for its construction? That's option A is the answer to the question. It requires true length. Okay. Then move to question 30. The angle theta in figure 10 is called, the angle theta in figure 10 is called, so as we have here, is called true angle or true inclination. So true inclination, or we call it true angle. Then we move to the building drawing, which is optional, and question 31 says that which of the following is a building tool? Which of the following is a building tool? So a trowel is a building tool. So option D is the answer to the question. We have to use this diagram to answer question 32 to 34. So question 32 says that the part labeled R is a wall plate. So that's option D. Then question 33, the part labeled T is a king post. Then question 34, as we have here, the main function of the part labeled P, the main function of the part labeled P is to support the roving shape. So that is option C is the answer to question 34. Then question 35, the electrical symbol shown in figure 12 represents a variable resistor. That is option A, and we have to use this question to answer question 36 to 38. So question 36 says that the part labeled X is landing. That is option A. Then question 37, the part labeled Y is going. So that is option B is the answer to that. So question 38 says that the function of the part labeled Z is, so the function of the part labeled Z is to, so we have this, okay, so this is Z. So the function of the part labeled Z is to enhance the tensile strength of the steel. That is option B is the answer to the question. Then question 39. So we have which of the following symbols represent single sink? That is option B is the answer. Then question 40, which is the last question, says which of the following symbols conventionally represent wall lamp? So the answer is option C is the answer to that question. So we have answered question 1 to 30 on general questions, and we answer question 31 to 40 on building drawing. So all you need to do is to make sure you get yourself familiar with technical drawing by practicing and also studying what you are actually practicing. So when you do that, you become a master and be able to answer all the questions here as I have done. So thank you and God bless you.